guys, welcome to What I Ate Wednesday. You can tell from what I'm wearing, I'm going to work today. I got called in last minute. My coworker who was supposed to be working today is sick, and the other one isn't coming in till later anyways because she's not even in town. So I had to fill it. That's alright though. I wasn't really planning to do much today anyways, but I will only have a half day, so I still get to do my really excited dinner that I'm looking forward to and using my brand new food processor. Anyway, so for breakfast I just have some granola, the Harvest Crunch, and then to work with me I'm taking a banana as well as these delicious samosa crackers. So, they're just so good. And they're great for a snack too. And my lunch, we have so much tofurkey, so I have a nice tofurkey feast leftovers. So we have the tofurkey slice with some gravy on it, cranberry sauce, and then mashed potatoes with gravy as well. And then we're all done the Davis Tea advent calendar. I still have, like, from each little pot, I get probably about 3 uses from it, so I've only used 1 of each, so I still could have some more of that. But I decided to go for the Davis Tea Candy Cane Crush. So right now it's just steeping. And the first time I had it, I think I didn't steep it long enough because I'm like, it's way too like peppermint. It tastes like menthol, like if you had Halls or like a different kind of cough drop, and it was almost just overwhelming. But there are actual like white chocolate chips in there, as well as like candy pieces. So I think by not steeping it long enough, that didn't melt. Because every other time when I steeped it, well, probably the appropriate time, yeah, 4 to 7 minutes, it's so much sweeter, and it honestly tastes like, if I add a little milk to it, it tastes like kind of like a peppermint milkshake or something. It's just so delicious. So then, yeah, as you can see here, there are no like white flecks or anything, so everything has completely melted. So I think that was my problem the first time. They know how to balance their tea well. The first time, I guess I just didn't. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to be taking to work with me once this is all steeped up. And I will see you guys in the evening. One of our clients gave us homemade cookies, so I already ate mine, biscotti. It has pistachios in it and cranberry, or craisins. And I don't know what that one is, but yes, I ate one of those ones already. I'm back from work. I was pretty full with my tofurkey and all the other snacks that I was eating, so I didn't really do much until now when it's about 4:30. So I'm eating a little bit of a gingerbread man cookie that was given to me from one of the doctors at work. And I'm going to be making, as I mentioned earlier, pizza tonight, but instead of tomato sauce, we're going to be doing a roasted butternut squash sauce with some more veggies on top. So first I'm going to be making the pizza dough. I've just combined olive oil, water, flour, a little bit of sugar, salt, and yeast. So I'm just going to be putting this in my bread machine on the dough cycle, and it should take about an hour and a half. That cookie has made me kind of thirsty. It's very delicious, but it's a little dry, as a typical gingerbread cookie is. So since I'm kind of tired anyways, I made myself a coffee. And I put in some almond milk. Our pizza dough is all done. I did a little bit of whole wheat flour and then the rest just regular. Looks like a very big pizza. So I'm going to put some olive oil on my hands and then flatten it out and try to make it like a pizza dough, or like a pizza, and then we're going to let it rise for about another 30 minutes. I don't really have the whole pizza dough throwing flair, but luckily it's pretty forgiving. Going as best as I can, stretching it out a little bit. Probably isn't going to be a full circle, but that's okay. Just trying to get it as thin as I can. So we have this here, pretty good. So I'm going to put this aside to rest. And then I have my butternut squash that I've already peeled a little bit, but now I'm going to cut it into cubes and we're going to roast it. Then I put it on a baking sheet and some more olive oil and just coating the pieces in oil. Then adding some pepper. Wow, that's a lot of pepper. And then I'm using garlic salt instead of just regular salt. And then we're going to bake this in the oven at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 15 to 20 minutes until the squash is soft. And while your squash is baking, I'm just sauteing the veggies that I want to put on my pizza. The recipe that I got from Minimalist Baker online, they called for broccolini and chickpeas, but I'm going to use some other stuff because I don't particularly like broccoli. Anyway, so I'm having red onions, red peppers, mushrooms, and a little bit of spinach. And then, well, we're just gonna saute these lightly for about 4 minutes. Then we're gonna set up our food processor. Yes! I am very excited to use the food processor. I've washed it, but I haven't tried it yet. So we're gonna put all of this roasted squash now in here. So excited because I was able to fit the whole thing in this. No more like making it in 3 batches. So I'm adding a little bit of olive oil that then I spilled. And then they say maple syrup, but I don't have any right now, so I've used it up, so I'm just adding some agave. And then let her rip. Now we have our pizza here. I turned it upside down because I already pre-baked it just for about 5 minutes on this side. So that was the original risen side. But just because it's a little bit thicker than usual, so I want to make sure it's completely done. So now we put our puree, and we're going to use about 1.5 cups. And then the rest just, I'm going to put in a container. So just putting that all around. This is going to be our pizza sauce instead of tomato sauce. And then sprinkle the rest of your toppings on here. And then you can either use no cheese, just have it all veggies, or I was going to use Daya cheese, but I still have some left over of that Quelican beach cheese, which is vegetarian cheese, not vegan, because it does contain dairy, but there's no rennet in it, so I can eat it. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of that on. This was just the remaining, which I know Chloe has been screaming at me for the past little while to give her some, but no. So this is pepper jack, or like pepper Jill, but still good enough. There we go. So then we're gonna put it in the oven at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 13 minutes. I've taken it out of the oven. Ooh, look at that. And the orange sauce is pretty neat. Alright, so now we're going to cut it and hope that it looks or tastes good. So it's holding up as a pizza and it's cooked underneath. It could probably have done with a little bit more veggies on it, but the main thing is the sauce. We're gonna see how that tastes. It's good, it works. It's different, it's not your typical pizza with lots of cheese and tomato sauce, but it's actually really good. I'd probably, if I make this again, and I would make this again, and well, I'd put more toppings on it. I'd roll it a little bit thinner. I'd probably make 2 so it could be thinner. I guess I just had a lot of pizza dough, and then it would be fantastic. Because some places are okay, like on that side it's nice and thin, but then over here it's a pretty thick crust. So I'd probably, yeah, make it a little thinner and do a couple more toppings, but overall it's really good. The sauce is good. It's a little bit sweet and I'm actually impressed. And the best thing of all, I didn't have to do it in batches. I could just put it in the one big food processor, and that was good. I'm very happy with my Christmas present. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this. I'll probably have 2 slices, and then I don't know, it's 7:30, so I don't know what else I'm gonna do tonight if I'm gonna eat anything else, but probably I'll have some tea or something. It's 9 o'clock now, so I'm just going to make myself a tea. This is well, it's an enlightened green tea, but it doesn't really taste like green tea, so that's good. And I dropped it. Anyways, that's it for What I Ate Wednesday today. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye.